We're live again today. Today is December 11th, and I'm very pleased to announce to you that we're open. The East Coast Certification Program, the enrollment is open. We had a massive response when people joined in September 25th through 27th. We have 18 students from so many different countries, and we had a pre-launch in April that itself was very, very encouraging. We had about 5 people then, and we're looking forward to welcoming more and more people in soon as a part of this promotion that I'm doing. Today, I'm going to talk about the three different traits that we have as a life coach. That those three C's, what are the three C's that if you have in place or if you can make it happen in place for you, then you know that you're a good life coach and you know that you can, take this up as a profession. Because I know a lot of people reach out to me wanting to be a life coach, but then they're not sure if they'll be able to pick it up and they'll be able to do it. And that's coming, they're all coming from a very humble space of, like truly being aware of themselves and truly wanting to do the right thing for those people who serve. So I thought, let me just make a video on that and talk about, those three traits that a good life coach has. And what does that mean? I'm also very excited that two people got certified yesterday, have become EASE certified life coaches, and they've completed all the certification requirements and they've been able to complete all of that. So I'm going to share their certificates also with you. Just a preview, tomorrow morning in our EASE group coaching call, we have a certificate ceremony where we're sharing that certificate with them. But I just thought I'll share the design of the certificate. It looks really beautiful with nice, beautiful colors and very well done. So looking forward to welcoming more and more of you in the East Coast certification program. Now, what are those three C's that I'm going to talk about today that are the qualities of a good coach, that make a good coach, that define, a good coach's good coaching practice? And what are those qualities and what are some of the things you can do to develop them? So we talk about compassion, competency, and commerce. We need to have these three things in place to be a successful life coach, right? So when we talk about compassion, at least those of you and a lot of people who join the East Coast certification program, the East Coast school, like I call it, I look for that quality of compassion, where I really care about people. I really want to help people become healed and whole again, or if they're already healed and whole, then I want to help them, grow and glow, help them take that next step in their life, take their next step in their career, and grow, to what their really full potential is. So that space of compassion is extremely important. Because life coaching is not a business where you can become rich very quickly. It looks very glamorous. It looks like it's pretty easy, but it's not. It takes time to build your practice. It takes time for people to start trusting you. It takes time for you to formulate your message, formulate your core steps, formulate, how you help your clients and what your guiding principles are, what your values are as a good coach. And these are some of the things that we need in place. And gradually, it takes time as you formulate them. It takes time for people to understand you and people to get you, and all of that. So when somebody commits to being a life coach, I think compassion is what can help you like truly serve your client, truly help them make the transformation that they're looking for, achieve the outcomes that they're looking for, and also sustain you when there are those lows in the business. Because then you're like, hey, it's okay. I'm going to sustain it. I'm going to go forward with this because I'm here because I'm pursuing my purpose, which is to truly care for people and truly help them in their growth. So I'm going to stick around, until I'm just going to stick around and I'm going to ride this low wave of no income sometimes, and I'm going to just keep going and keep going because I am coming from a place of compassion. So that is very important. That is one of the skills that I look for when, or one of the qualities. Let me not say skills, but one of the qualities that I look for when I when I'm vetting, when people apply, for the East Coach certification program, and we vet that. So for those of you who are looking to apply and who are looking to, I just realized I haven't shared the link yet. If you could sign up at that link. We have open enrollment till the 15th, and then we again close the school again, and we'll probably open again in March. That time. So this is the link you could go to and you could apply for the Ease Coach certification program. And for those of you who have already gone through the videos with me so many times, who have been thinking, who've also had a call with me or my team members, and are sure about taking up this time, would just go and sign up. So we have here again. I'm also putting the link here. So what the first C that I was talking about is compassion. The three C's that help you become a good life coach. The first C is compassion, because compassion helps you stay true to your purpose, stay connected to your purpose as you ride the highs and lows of the life coaching business. And it also helps you stay persistent as you keep going forward, and helps you stay true to your message. And it's from a place of compassion that you can truly give immense value to your client. Because when compassion is there, then you're non judgmental also when your client is in front of you. You're not judging them for their choices. You're trying to understand them more. You're curious. You're trying to help them from their frame of reference. And so many things happen when we come from that place of compassion. It's just amazing all that we can achieve, in terms of earning the trust and in truly serving the client, and writing your business. Yes, so compassion is first one. The second one, which I give a lot of importance to in my own work, also compassion, and these are the things that I give importance to and I follow, is competency. So you may have all the compassion in the world, but we need to learn how to run that appointment. We need to help, we need to learn how to run that appointment. We need to learn how to run that coaching engagement for 6 months. How are we going to help the client achieve their goals? How are we going to take them forward? And competency means a lot of skills, right? Knowing which tool to use when to support this client in their journey. So having an eye for knowledge, having a constant yearning for learning, and having some really good frameworks, learning some really good frameworks, so that you could, depending on what the client is saying, you can immediately think about those things and immediately take the client forward in each appointment, and not just in each appointment, but also between appointments, right? So having that competency, having that communication skill, having the skills of coaching, having the skills of running an appointment, having the skills of keeping the client focused on the goal, having a client, having the skill of, there's so much stuff that's happening that the client is talking about, but how do you help them like truly identify what they want at the core, and help them take that step forward? So that's another very important skill that we need to develop to become a good and a successful life coach. So that's that. So we talked about compassion, we talked about competency, because you may have compassion, but then if you don't have the skills, you're not able to be effective in running your coaching practice. You're not able to satisfy the client. You're not able to serve the client. You're not able to help the client, have the best use of their time. So that is important, very important, the competency part of it. And it's not like you build your competency and you're good. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly learning newer and newer ways, better ways, finer ways, so that I can show up, more than at my 100% towards my clients, because they come to me with a lot of trust. So this is what I practice. And the sharper I get, the faster I'm able to give results to the client. And if I become more and more competent as a life coach, the client doesn't need to sign up with me for years and years together. They get done sooner. Then they can go on for a maintenance package, but it's not that they have to continue being with me for a long time, right? And that's my success as a life coach. So competency is very important, and also commerce, because we may have the compassion, we may have the competency, but we don't understand the commerce. We don't know how to pitch our packages. We don't know how to set our costing. We don't know understand the pulse of the market. We don't know how to price our services. We don't understand payment gateways. We don't understand, how do I build this landing page, and what do I do? How do I explain all the services I offer to my client? And then how do I have the payment button going? How do I verify the payment? How do I set this up so that this is a recurring business model? So all that commerce, what are the industry trends around it? What do people, what is the psychology that people have before they invest in themselves? So understanding that, and understanding the whole money aspect, and understanding the whole commerce aspect is very important to be a successful life coach, because compassion will take you forward, but you got to you got to have food on your table. You got to have, some cash in the bank, and that's important. And therefore, to understand commerce, to understand how do you, go forward with that, in that whole coaching engagement, and how do you make it a worthwhile time investment for you, because time is money. And how do you get paid for that, and how do you give value to the client? Like the client is paying X, how do you give them value which is X plus X into N? Like give them 100 times the value than what they signed up for. How do you delight them? Truly delight them from a place of service. So these are some three things that I feel are super essential to becoming a coach, to becoming a good life coach, and to making that impact in the world. We've just launched Ease Platinum, and I do have assistant coaches working with me as a part of the Ease Academy. That's a separate program, and I see that these coaches who have been certified and are now working with me, they have so much. They have so much compassion for people. And they have picked up on really good skills as a part of the East Coast certification. And, they're learning the commerce also. And but they're really coming from that place of service. And I had one of the coaches tell me that I could have spent Saturday night, watching Netflix, or I could have gone out and feeling like, oh my God, my life is, what am I doing? Or trying to figure out, what do I do with my life? But, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful for this opportunity that this is time well spent where I can use my skills and my experience in serving someone else. So these are some of, some real life experiences that people share and, that people come up with. And so I'm trying to see if there are 70 people who have registered for the Ease Coach certification program. So I'm just trying to build some awareness here about that can help you in your decision making. So we have some questions coming here also in the chat, and I'll get to those in a minute. Before that, I'll just share two very wonderful things here. So one thing is I'll just share the screen so that for those of you who want to get familiar, the link is on the screen, but I'll just show you where does that link take you. Here we go. So this is where the link takes you. Enrollment is open till December 15th. You can hit buy now. When you click buy now, it takes you to the fee of the program, and you can buy in US dollars or buy now in India. So depending on where you're buying from, you can click either of those buttons. For those who are existing Ease Academy members, and if they are in the silver, the gold, or the platinum, they do get some discount because some of the coaching foundational principles as a part of this coach certification program are similar. Also, I would encourage you as you go here, you could click here for student testimonials. And these are what current students are saying about the program, and some of them have already gotten certified. And these are some of their student feedback of what they're learning, and these are the different videos that we have here. So this is what my clients say about coaching. So these are things you could check out. Also, there are more details about the whole certification program. There are three parts to it: the coaching fundamentals, the coaching framework, and the group coaching calls, and the certification process. The idea is that you work on your compassion and your competence as a part of this course, and you learn all the skills that are needed, and you first apply all those principles on yourself. So the coach first works on themselves. That's how this model works. And as you work on yourself, then the next step you take is to work on others. Learn how to apply those models on others. So this is what it is. We have some questions here. And one of them is, how do you control your emotional involvement uh, with with the client? I believe that's your question. Uh, because I feel that their life is their business. My job is to be a guide, a cheerleader, a coach, a mentor, and to help them see through things. So it's their life and it's their responsibility. They have to deal with that. My job is to serve them in that way. So when I don't get emotionally involved at all, though I do come from a place of compassion and care. But finally, everyone's life is their own business, and we can support them. We can give them the tools that they need to help them achieve the goals that they want, to help them tweak their goals, to help them tweak their thinking. But finally, it's their free will and it's their life, and everyone makes choices. So that's how I work and I do things. And this is how I work here, and this is how I do my work and part of the coaching. I'd also share something very exciting with you. I'm super excited about that. We've just had a few people who got certified yesterday, and I'm just sharing their certificate with you. Of course, their names are the name is covered, and my signature is covered too. But this is what the certification looks like. The Ease Coach School, that's the name of the school that you get certified by. The school Ease is Emotional Awareness, Spirituality, and Excellence. And that this person has successfully completed the requirements of the Ease Coach certification course. And you get the title of an Ease Certified Life Coach along with our seal, along with the completion date, and along with my endorsement and signature. So this is how this works. And we also have our beautiful logo, and I really like the colors of this and the designs. And I'm more of a traditional person. I like traditional design a little more, and I just like how this whole thing has shaped up. And I'm very excited about the journey that these coaches are taking in reaching out. There are thousands of people that are waiting for each one of us, and how do we go forward in if we just have to show up? I can't do this work alone. But there are thousands and thousands of people out there. There are 8 billion people in the world, and there's so many different people needing that support, needing that empathy, needing that coaching so that they can really truly perform at their 100% level. So if you are looking to become that, then join the East Coast certification program. We have enrollment open from December 11th to December 15th, and the links are open, the cart is open, and join the increasing family of East coaches. We have coaches, as I mentioned in my previous video on Wednesday. We have coaches from Thailand, Australia, uh, Denmark, UK, India, and the US and Canada. And there are upcoming coaches. So some people part of the Ease Academy who are on the silver and the gold tiers are going to switch to becoming an Ease coach when it's right for them. And they're from various different places: South Africa, Mauritius, Japan, many more countries in Europe like Germany and Sweden, so many different places. So join this international community of coaches working towards serving people in helping them elevate themselves and helping them becoming their best version and their best potential. So looking forward to seeing some of you inside, and looking forward to serving you in your journey of reaching out to all the people out there. So having said that, I'll sign off, and I look forward to seeing you maybe tomorrow. I'll talk a little bit more about coaching as a business, and different things that you could do. Also on my YouTube channel, if you're still looking, for more information on my YouTube channel, there's this entire playlist on just the coaching, right? What are the 5 great skills to be, a coach? How do I set up my coaching business? How do I identify my niche? What is it that I want to coach people in? How do I make it a successful business? And how do I take that next step? How do I overcome my fear? I have no experience of, ever coaching anybody. I have no skills, no endorsement. So how do I do that? How do I take the next step? Why would someone come to a newbie like me? Well, everyone was a newbie. I was a newbie when I started too. So how do I do all of that, right? That those are like important, pertinent questions that are out there, and we do have answers to that. I'll just put my link to my YouTube channel as well, so that those of you who are interested can go there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do have very interesting short videos coming pretty frequently on that, so you could take this thing, and here you go. I'll just put down the YouTube link here, so those of you who haven't signed up can sign up. Someone over here, there's another comment here. I accidentally find you when I was anxious, and listening to you really soothed me a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy that I was able to be of service to you. And I immediately subscribed to your YouTube channel. Thank you. And I am putting out good, interesting content over there, shorter videos, etc. So please head over there and also sign up. And for those of you who are looking to becoming an East coach, the link expires. I mean, the payments expire. I mean, payment card is open now till 15th, and you can sign up if you're looking for that support and that help and that journey of becoming a coach. Looking forward to seeing you inside, and looking forward to meeting you tomorrow. Bye bye.